Alright guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Whew, man. Can you dig it? Dang it, it is freezing out here. I don't know what the heck happened. The temperatures now, last time I looked, it was like 15 degrees out here in Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. Oh my goodness, I think it's the end of the world, man. Whew, but anyway, now let me stop playing. It's like nice 45 degrees out here. It is cool. Time to throw on the cool hat. Yeah, buddy. Alright, part 16. 1977 Buick LeSabre. Doing this engine. We are getting it done. I have no idea how much we're going to get done today, but we're about to find out. Coming up on Astral Auto Repairs. This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero-tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys, last we left off, we put in the motor mounts, bolted them up, the transmission mount, and we put in the drive shaft. Yeah, there we go. Then I said I was going to start working from the back forward. The next thing we're going to do, first I'm going to get the air blower and blow off all this blow off the concrete, make it nice and clean. Get some new cardboard up under there. A shout out to Freddie. Freddie was talking about, telling you last episode, I was laying up under the car. During the closing, I was laying up under the car. And guys, I cannot stress this enough. Jack stands are important, but you got to make sure that you have a base for those jack stands or you're done. Guys, it does not make any sense to ruin your life. I mean, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and that's all it takes, guys, is for 1 second, one mistake for my career to be over. So just to put that in perspective for you, you got to have jack stands. You got to have safety. Dang it, I should set this camera up and talk to you guys for a minute. But DIYers, you are on a different ball. You're in a different ball game than in a shop. A shop got the lift the car up, and the lift locks the car, the lift into place. This locks. You don't have that option. You got to use jack stands. So you gotta watch out when these other videos that you're looking at with repair shops, because they got the car up in the air. All right, it's a different ball game, guys. You got to have safety. Safety is number one. And I asked Freddie, I said, you know what? Maybe I should do a video series on safety. Jacks, gloves. Why is gloves safety? I might do that. I don't know. But anyway, let's get this cleaned up. Get our cardboard up under here, and get that starter just hanging. Get that starter done today. Try to get this car set down. Be right back. Alright guys, let's get up under here and see what we're going to do. Now, before we do though, look at this exhaust flange gasket. That thing is worn out. Dang it. I should have got a new one. I figured I was too far ahead of the game. Dang it. And we got bolts here with... And this thing was all messed up. I forgot how this went. We got this spring. We got some bolts here. But on one side we're using 7/16 bolts on a crossover pipe. So, and I think this is a 7/16 bolt. Why is it like this? I don't know. Who knows? Oh yeah, this is one we broke off. That we drilled out, I think. But let's get up under here. Alright. Let's turn up under here. Let's see, we got that. Oh, we gotta hook up our shift linkage here. Look at this thing, man. I guess we're gonna be tightening up those two bolts. Put that in there. Get a washer and a cotter pin for that. And here's our exhaust. that flange gasket goes right in there. Dang it. Alright, and other pipe. And what we'll do, you know what? Let's take out our oil filter, get this pipe across. I'm gonna get my pipe across here, my crossover pipe in, and I'm gonna bolt the starter up. And while I'm at it, let's get over here and tighten. We're gonna tighten that up and put that linkage into there. And then I gotta go order that flange gasket. Right back. Alright guys, here we go, a little update. Remember this. These wires will cook going up if we didn't put this protective shield in here. Now this thing was loose, and it was kind of like rubbing up against the wires. So what I did was cut a hose, put it around the wires so it's between there, it's added so it don't rub up against that bracket. Now our next thing is over this side. This is where we drilled out those two bolts, those two holes, and those are now 7/16. So what I had to do was go out there and drill these two out bigger to accommodate our bolts. And we're gonna be putting it in. Yeah, boy. I know you guys like, yeah, Tim is the man. Alright, so and we got two new bolts on the other side, which is definitely 3/8. So what we're gonna do here, get this mounted up right in there. Oops, gotta get that right there. Alright, so let's get this up there and we'll be right back. Alright guys, here we go. I had to take the oil filter out to get out two new bolts in there. The crossover pipe is in. Done. Let's see here. The next thing I'm gonna do, guys, and here's up here where we gotta put that new flange at, right there. The flange gasket. I can just pull that down, put that in there, and those already tapped out, good to go. Sucks. I can't get that. AutoZone can get that gasket by 12 o'clock. Right now it's 10:35, so I gotta work around that. So let's you know, while we over here, let's turn this light over here. Let's get our dipstick down in here, a dipstick tube, so we can put that in there. And also our shield that goes up under here, dust cover. Boy, what thing was this? Thing was had a lot of leak in it. It was probably from that line and who knows what else. But we got all that covered. Alright, let's go get our oil dipstick and we'll be, well, our transmission fluid dipstick, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're standing under the hood. Alright, now there's our bolt right there that we left loose for the dipstick. Let's get this bolt out. And again, I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to take a chance of hitting that tube anywhere. Let me make sure we hook up this ground wire and bending it. Alright, here's our tube, and I also put a new O-ring up there so you can see it down there. Oops, gotta go on the other side. Wait a minute, that sucked. I took out the wrong bolt. Dang it. It's the other bolt that comes out. Heck yeah. Dang it. That kind of beat. That kind of sucks. Alright, that's no problem. Let's get this thing out of the way first. They're gonna go right there, so this is gonna go here. Alright, so what I gotta do is take that bolt out, put that washer on this one and tighten it up, and then get the dipstick in. Dang it. Alright, right back. Alright guys, we got our dipstick in. Well, the dipstick tube. Alright guys, you know what I'm going to do now? Now I'm going to go up under there. It sucks. I wanted to get that, have that flange gasket so I can lower this vehicle down. Instead of having to use a step ladder to climb up in here. This thing is high. Alright, what I want to do now is put that cover on, the dust cover on. And we have a vacuum port right here. We got to run a hose all the way down to the transmission modulator. And without that, this car will not shift. Will not shift right. So let's get us a hose and run that down there as well. You know, this distributor, even though it was set in this way, this distributor should have been set the other way. I should have just turned it the other way. But that's the way it came out, so I'm going to run the hose where it's supposed to be. And let's finish, while I'm up here, let's get this chain out of here because we don't need this no more. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, got my cover up, everything looking good. Now I'm over here for the shift linkage. Now I'm going to put a washer there. Yeah, you got my drift. Now I was going to put one of these pins and lock it into place. I was going to put it right in there and lock it. But guys, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can take a chance of constantly hitting bumps. And that thing was to just walk out of there some kind of way. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a cotter pin in there. As soon as I can find my washer, watch it drop. Dang it. Alright, here we go. Alright. So I'm going to put my washer there and then put the cotter pin right there. Let me put that in. Be right back. Alright, there we go, guys. Now I'm safe with that. I like that. That looks good. Alright, still gotta wait for that time. Okay, we won't be getting it till 12:30. So let's dang it. I also ran the hose for the modulator. I ran that all the way up to the top. And we're almost ready to go. Alright, let's get from under here. And I guess, since you can't finish up under here, I guess we're going to start from the top, go to the top now. And what I'm going to do here, let's get a little ladder. I want to start way in the back. Yeah, it'll be a lot easier to work my way up to the front. This on, blah 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 blah. Okay, so my next step is to what's in the back. Let's mark that. We put a mark on that distributor. Let's get that mark down, tighten it down, and let's get our new cap and rotor and all, and get that in. Be right back. All right, here we are up here now. I don't know if you guys some of you guys ain't even gonna know what I'm about to use right now. It's called a distributor wrench. Because they made like this. They made for these distributors. And go like this and you can hook up a ratchet to it. So what we're gonna do is bring this down to a snug. And then, before we took this distributor out, on this side, let's see if we can get a look at this down here. I put a mark, so it's gonna right there. That's where it's gonna be at. So when I get there, I'm gonna tighten it down when we get to that point. And then we got a new cap and a new rotor going there. All right, let's get those parts changed. Be right back. All right, guys, we got our rotor changed, and I remember something, guys. Remember, we looked at this wiring harness right here. Look at this. I have no idea what the heck that is, but what I do know is we can't leave it like that. So I'm going to take all this tape off of here. There's a little green wire in there. Where the heck did this go to? Ah! Alright, let's get all this apart and see what the heck that is before we continue. Be right back. Alright, this is what we got. What does this go to anyway? We got this right here going alternator, but then this one's cut. What the heck does this go to? What was this cut from? I don't know. Hey, if this is going down to the starter, this is a power feed for something. So we need to, the first thing we're going to do, let's cut this, fix this up, get a butt connector between here, the boot connector, and eliminate this. This is ridiculous. I can't let this car go like this. So let's get that taken care of. Be right back. Alright guys, I fixed that wire. That's great. And I need to keep this harness away, because this harness before was dropping down there, and that was a problem. So now I got the cap on, and I got to take the coil, which is inside of here, take it all out, put it inside there. There should be a little button and all that goes inside there. And then put the cap down. This is our number 1 right here. So I gotta make sure I put it, number 1 is right there. So I gotta make sure that's all good. Alright, let's get this. I'm getting up here, man. You gotta stand up here, dang it. 25 to 12. 12:30. I'll say about 12:30 that part will be in. So we can get that gasket on. Alright, so let's get this coil switch swapped over in here. And I tightened the distributor up a little bit, but I still got enough so I can wiggle back and forth so I can adjust the timing in it, make sure it's perfect. Alright, so let's get this swapped over. We'll be right back. Alright, you know what? For all you young cats that don't know about this right here, I think I'm going to do this for you. Alright, this is the center part, because the center of the rotor is right inside there. That little part right there. Alright, so you set this piece down in there. Okay. You set this little worm right here. And you took off your 4 bolts. The coil. Dang it! Then you gotta take this out. Sometimes you gotta use a screwdriver to get this out. So where's the screwdriver? Maybe I could do this with one hand here. It don't matter if you break the cap on this one, but there we go. Now once you get it out like that, what you gotta do is carefully. In fact, it'd be better, easier, turn it over. And those prongs down there, take a screwdriver or something and you're gonna push them out of there. Here's that center part that we're gonna be needing on this one. So let me get a flat screwdriver, let me push those out. Be right back. Okay, got them out. Take our coil up. Ground wire over there. Okay. And you gotta push those down there like that. Make sure those wires are out of the way. And these look like they was hitting up against something. You gotta make sure they're not. Alright, then you gotta have your ground. And that's gonna go over here to the other coil, side of the coil right there. Alright. Let me jump up on, go back, gotta go under the car when you're way up here. Dang it! Then we're gonna bolt that coil down with our 4 screws. Alright, so let's get that done and we'll be right back. Alright guys, got them all bolted in. Everything looks good. Now let's take our cap. Cat Delco Remy. Yeah, boy. Alright, let's put our 2 screws in it to hold that cap on. And then I'm going to connect the distributor. Got the big plug back here. And one thing I'm not going to do, okay, we got a little one over here for our tack. Alright, now this one, where is it at? This one is for our power feed. But I'm not going to connect that because what I'm going to do is I got to make sure I prime the engine, you know, put the oil in it. I could have did it with the distributor out, put some oil in it. I didn't want no oil in this engine yet. So I'm going to crank this engine over for a little while and let it build up some oil pressure before I let it start. Alright, be right back. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, this thing is really messed up. Gotta make sure I remember one is right there. Next thing I want to do, I want to get some tie straps and put around here and keep this harness up in the air. I don't want this thing to drop down. And then let's get our dipstick in there. And you know what? Let's move this around because we're working our way up. Take these bolts out right here. And let's get our carburetor gasket, and we're going to mount our carburetor on as well. We got a new gasket going up here. Yeah, boy, yeah. Alright, let's get that carburetor and let's get that tied up, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, let's put our new gasket up here. Get this out of the way. Got our carburetor. I cleaned up the bottom of it already. Okay, let's turn this. How the heck is this? Huh. Okay. Okay, we get to a bracket or something. Right, I know where that bracket is. I know exactly where that bracket is. This one has to go right here. Dang it, it's gotta go under there. Alright. Let's get that. Gotta put this bracket up under here, and that means it's gotta go up under this. Oh no, it don't have to go up under the wire harness. It's all around it. Just like that. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's get all this. Let's get the bolts started in here. And we'll be. What the heck? Oh, down further down. Alright, and we'll be right back. Alright, let's see what we got here. Put this little bracket in here. Got our harness going across here. Let's see here. This is going to go over there. Downshift is hooked up. You know what? Let's get this ground wire hooked up and the ground wire hooked up here. I'm going to bolt that to the valve cover. Yeah, I'm going to go all the way over there. Okay, right there would be good. Bolt it right there. Let's get that other one bolted up. Got the carburetor in. Got the one heater hose. Let's get this put in here. Yeah, we get that in there. Alright. The problem is that right there, that little tab, that's where the hook goes for the wires. And that one's not there because they had some tie strap holding it on. I want to get something to hook wires up to. I want it to look good. So we're gonna see. We'll be right back. All right, guys, just came back from AutoZone. Yeah, boy, look at that. Well, that thing wasn't happening. All right, and I got some new bolts. So what I want to do is get this up under there, get this done, so I can let this car down a little bit more, so it's easier for me to work on this thing on top. All right, so let's get this gasket in there, tighten it up, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, there it is. Yeah. Kind of dark up there, but it's okay. You see those nice shiny bolts. All right, now I'm gonna get from under here, and our jack stands is at the 3rd notch, so I'm bringing it all the way down to the 1st notch, so easier to work on the top. I'm not gonna let the vehicle down all the way. I still gotta put the oil filter in there. I'm not gonna let the vehicle down all the way. I want to start it up while it's up in the air. Check for any leaks, anything when we're ready. All right, so let's get this lowered down some, and then we can go back up here, and what I'm going to do is close off some vacuum lines. We got 2 bolts sticking out of the intake right there. Those for the cruise control. Let's take those bolts out because there ain't going to be no cruise control no more. And let's start putting our pulleys on and all, and brackets. Actually, I'm just really about the alternator, because what I want to do is I would like to try to start it up today. That'd be cool, wouldn't it, guys? That would be real cool. I don't know. Maybe. Alright, right back. Alright, guys, got our fuel line tightened up. Wires coming across here. Everything's looking good. Got my power steering pump over here with my golden bracket. It's time for us to start hooking up some brackets. I think. I don't know. But let's get our brackets hooked up all over here. Yeah, if I remember. I don't know. And yeah, something like that. I know I do gotta take this bolt out right here, because one of the brackets go right there. And probably have to move this ground cable. But let's get them brackets on. Let's see how that gold set this engine off. Be right back. Alright, guys, I put the power steering bracket on, the alternator bracket. Had a little problem here. Oh man, I gotta get a rag and wipe that, man. But you ready? Here we go. Yeah, boy. Yeah, look at that clear. Look at that gold and black. I gotta wipe that off. That's dirty. Oh my goodness, man. This is looking good, man. I like this, man. Look at. Let's look at this engine from a big. Look at that. The Chevy 350. Alright, I gotta put this bolt in the back here, the alternator. Because I tried to, trying to remember where these brackets when I had to actually set stuff up. And this one goes back here. Okay. And that bracket across there. Okay. Everything is ready. Where's the alternator harness anyway? Here it is right here. Yeah, here we go. Let's get this. Yeah, this thing should be tied up or something. I'm gonna put that somewhere. I don't like the way that look. Alright. Still gotta put the wires on. I can't do nothing without the wires. Gotta close off that vacuum port right there. And I gotta close off the one down there. And I gotta figure out which one of those go to the distributor. Ported vacuum, they called it. I want to start this. All right, be right back. All right, guys and girls, there you have it. The end of part 16. Man. All right. Any kind of comments, questions, be sure to put them in the comment section below, or you can email me direct to tim@astralautorepairs.com. Man, I wanted to start this up today, but hopefully next episode we can hear this thing run. Alright, this This is Timmy from Astro Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. I'll see you next time.